What we have for you next is part of a story we brought to you in November. We called it Treasure Island. It's the story of Madagascar, the island nation off the coast of Africa that was once a magical place. It's now becoming an environmental disaster. Madagascar lies just 250 miles off the southeastern African coast, but because it is separated from the continent by deep seas and strong trade winds, the island's creatures evolved in total isolation. At least 70% of Madagascar's plants and animals can be found nowhere else on Earth. Many of these one-of-a-kind species are threatened, including the island's most famous inhabitants, the lemurs. Lemurs are primates, scientifically just like humans. They're a diverse bunch, some as small as a mouse, others as big as a dog. They're also very rare, but that wasn't always the case. Lemurs evolved about 60 million years ago. But when people arrived on their island just 2,000 years ago, things began to get ugly. Eric Patel is a doctoral candidate at Cornell University. He got his start in Wright's National Park, but when he saw pictures of very unique lemurs that lived in another part of the country, he was smitten.
I learned that there were still a couple lemur species that had never been studied. And I was just kind of stunned by how gorgeous they were. I mean, they're, white puffballs. They're beautiful animals. And I was also stunned by how rare they were. It was just hard to believe how few remained.
To see the rare silky Sifaka lemurs, ambitious visitors climb on a treacherous trail for hours through a dense, wet jungle. This summer, we sent a cameraman and a reporter to join Patel when he went to check on a particular group of silkies that live near a research camp at the center of the park. On the way in, they hear some troubling news.
We'd actually heard a rumor that one of the infants may have been killed during the Rosewood fiasco. We're not sure if that's actually true now. We're still looking for the infants. We haven't found them yet.
Again, the trackers locate the group, and Patel finally sees one of the two young lemurs.
Okay. Yeah, this is one of our one-year-olds. It's not an individual we know very well.
He never found the other one.
It's hard for a silky Sifaka infant to survive, and we've lost a lot over the years. We're really worried about them. They're so rare. I mean, they don't survive in zoos. It's not likely we'll be able to breed them in zoos in the near future. It's really the silky Sifakas here in Marojeji in the high mountains that might be the last hope in 100 years.
Patel may never know what happened to the missing baby silky Sifaka lemur. It's impossible to prove that it's a victim of the logging. But losing a baby is a tough blow for Patel and the effort to save this endangered species.